All right, well, that does it for our first game of 8th. We got plenty more coming to you. Let us know what you guys would like to see us do different. I know I kind of fell off there because I was just getting completely wiped.
Yeah.
So then, you know, obviously my morale started going.
This was definitely our first time. This was our first list.
Yeah.
Building, and I was like,
my list is poop.
I want to see what full 10-man tac squads can do, and I want to test out, because last time when we did the simulation, Grav didn't do that well, but that's because I didn't hit much. But I wanted to further test it, and you did bring a lot of the units with 3-up saves that were multi-wound.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out in the positive. Wave Serpent didn't really do much, but that was because of the situation.
Right.
When you shoved him within my range of just dumping.
Yeah.
I think that, we both brought two different...
The Incarn useless.
Yeah.
Complete. You have, like Gavin said, you have to have a complete specific list.
Yes.
For it to work. I do not have that list. I probably will never run that list because of just my play style. I'm a very aggressive player, and just running a bunch of infantry just isn't going to work for
it. It was too much risk for the Incarn, especially at this point value. How many points was the Incarn before in 7? Like 200? It was like 200.
No, was it? I think it was more than it is. I think
like
I got a point drop.
I want to say 250. No, 337.
Did it go up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it went up.
I'll have to check.
But I'm curious to also see next time if you ever do the Yanari list, and do bring the infantry stuff.
How Soul Burst works out.
Yeah, just like force out Soul Burst, because if I ever kill your dudes at long range and you just have them within 7 of each other, just have that daisy chain of just, like if your Dark Reapers had, like, if I wiped out that bike squad and it was a Yanari list, they were obviously...
Well, they're not infantry. It's only for infantry and bikes now.
Well, the bike squad and the...
well, no, but the only people it can activate on is bikes and infantry.
Yeah, the Dark Reapers are infantry.
No, they're heavy support.
No, they have keyword infantry.
Oh, so only keyword.
Yes, keyword infantry.
Okay.
You're mixing up troop and infantry. Yeah.
That's what I'm mixing. You're right.
So that's why the Yanari is so powerful, is they benefit off of essentially living models, so anything that's like infantry or bike.
Right.
Like vehicles, like that's not happening because it's a vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, so I could try to do a Soul Burst list and see how it works out.
Yeah, I think that if you pushed a concentrated force forward to like have one at least die and then bring out the Yinkarn, but still force me to deal with other dangerous options.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's like you got to form that wall like you did, where I got to have all the infantry so you can't attack her.
Yeah.
Or it.
Yeah, I put up a big... I really wanted to test out the Guilliman's benefits, like the things that he can bring to the table, which they worked to full effect, and I was actually really pleased. And I definitely am going to start bringing him only for bigger, more higher powered level games. Like this was... We didn't know what we were going to fight with each other.
And we said, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bring the Incarn because you're bringing him. Let's see what happens.
Like, we could only do so much math hammer and stats and things to really come up with what kind of list to take. I wanted to bring the things that I would usually take in 7th edition, because at the tail end of 7th, I was playing Guilliman in like the past 3 games that when I finished him, and I wanted to see how he did in 8th, and he did really, really well.
And like I couldn't do that because I had Wraith Knight, Wraith Blade, Wraith Guard, bikes, Farseers on bikes, and now the points of that are all just 20 to double.
Yeah, we definitely need to
20%
we definitely need to get a better feel out in terms of where everything's standing now.
Yeah.
Because at the tail end of 7th, you were doing really well with your Eldar when you were running them.
I figured out how to play them, the Soul Burst list, like everything like that.
Yeah, with all Yanari and everything, you were really stomping. But when you brought something still somewhat similar, but you still stuck to Craft World just to test that out, it came apparent.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I think this version of
I think I'm gonna have to go more Dark Reapers is gonna be my secret.
I think Eldar, you definitely
it's gonna be Dark Reapers with a bunch of infantry with them supporting.
How much were the Dark Reapers?
150 or something like that.
That's pretty good.
They're not bad for what they can do.
That's super good.
Yeah.
Like that would be pretty terrifying if you did the Spearhead detachment, which was all heavy support.
Yeah.
It was like 3 to 6 heavy support.
Yep.
That would be interesting.
And then you just have Mugenrad just chilling there with him. Yeah. Let him reroll all the
I would
hits.
say also like consider picking up the Vol support batteries.
Yes, I actually have one, so I want to get a couple more. After seeing like what their point is and how powerful they are, they're definitely really good.
So
But now it's like at that point it's almost like Eldar playing the way Eldar, or I like to play my Eldar, is becoming playing Tau.
Yes, it's.
I like to play aggressive with the Eldar, and it's almost like now that's getting taken away.
It's so strange because like a lot of the units that, at least at the cursory glance, a lot of artillery units are really good. Especially with like the guardsman loadouts, like the mortar is like super good because it's I can't recall off the top of me. I think it's like D6 or it's a frag grenade, you know, but they're like 30 points for 3.
Right.
It's super cheap. Heavy weapon teams are super strong. A lot of artillery units are looking really powerful, and I expect to see a lot. They definitely want to enforce variety with like you want some static backline guys.
Yeah.
Like your bikes did good. Like that turn 1 was really terrifying. If I didn't burn that CP, that guy would have ran off.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I feel like it got really swingy past turn 1.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
but it was an experiment. So next time.
Yeah.
We should consider trying power levels at some point.
Yeah.
See how that works.
Yeah, we should. Because then like all the upgrading costs go away and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we can get a good
it.
gauge of like how Games Workshop thinks like the more casual game is balanced.
So I think the next game that we're going to try to bring is going to be Imperial Guard versus Space Wolves, and it's going to be a beginner's game.
Oh yes.
And so we're going to try to do a couple coaches with that.
Yes.
Training kind of new people.
We're trying
So it'll be 2 people that
format.
are building their list, working on getting them painted and everything like that. And we'll see how they do with 8th edition. So like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want us to do, and we'll put it out. See you next time.
Take care.